The next part of our agenda is continued recognition for this community. We had a while ago solicited some nominations for member recognition. Before we move on to that, I wanted to first recognize some schools. We worked with our friends from DIS, who you heard from earlier today, to understand which schools have been active participants in Globe and for how long, and so to look at over Globe's history. It was actually a pretty fairly complicated endeavor, as you can all imagine, and to identify schools and to look at some of the data that we had on the schools. So we pulled out two of the schools that have the most observations, and you can see some of these go back to the beginning of Globe, 1995 to 2020, over 198,000 observations, and a school in Saudi Arabia with observations beginning in 2009. And we pulled out also information about two schools with long streaks. And so very inspiring ongoing commitment to Globe. And we thank you all from these schools and from we had a list of, I don't even know how many schools that have been such active participants. So there were many more schools we can name. And you can find more information on the schools with many observations and some of the honor roll on our website. So before we begin the member recognition, I also wanted to mention some of you have asked about meeting participation certificates. And so I just wanted to mention that you can find those certificates on Mighty Networks. And if you're not sure where to look, please reach out to our team through our Globe Meetings email, and we would be happy to assist you. But there are certificates available for participation in the meeting. So one of the recommendations that has come out from the working groups over the past year was to create more opportunities to recognize the important work of the members of this community. So as I mentioned earlier this year, we put out a call for nominations for recognition, and so many of you came through with many nominations. We had about 70 people or so nominated total from all of the regions, and this included working group members, Globe alumni, trainers, mentor trainers, longtime educators, and many, many more. So the full list of nominees can be found on the Mighty Networks platform if you're interested in seeing who was nominated. Our team reviewed each nominee. We looked at the stories that came in as part of those submissions. We looked at the information we could find on the website, and we reviewed those, and we quickly realized, it didn't take us long to realize how difficult a process this would be to choose members to honor today. There are so many individuals across this community who very much deserve recognition. You all show passion and dedication for the earth, for learning, for engaging and inspiring youth, and for so much more. And it's so inspiring to be part of this community. So these awards are designed to go to Globe community members who make Globe happen. They are people who are on the ground, inspiring others, using Globe protocols, and most of those we will mention in a moment, have been around for decades, or at least a decade. I want to be clear, though, that while we were looking for deeply involved and highly impactful Globe members, we chose not to award this recognition to international coordinators or those who are part of the GPO or GIO, for example, past and present, and to the RCOs, the regional coordinators, although we really deeply appreciate and recognize the hard work and dedication of each one of them. Globe would not be possible without their work. You can also find a list of acknowledgements, by the way, in the Mighty Networks platform. So please take a look at that, because that definitely recognizes the RCOs and so many others who make Globe happen. So with all of that in mind, and after consulting with the regional coordinators, we selected Globe members in 6 categories, thinking about their impact on the knowledge across the community, their impact on youth, their impact on the use of technology or advancing use of technology, on environmental stewardship and expanding collaboration and partnerships. And then we had one category on lifetime achievement. I also want to note that it is our hope and intent that this kind of recognition can continue in years moving forward. This year, in recognition of I was wishing we could be in person so we could shake each person's hand and take some photos. But in honor of these awardees, we will send a backpack with a Globe program logo on it and a special certificate that also includes member recognition. So we will be in touch with all of these folks soon to figure out how to get this to them. So in our first category, the impact on community knowledge, the folks listed on this slide are being recognized in honor of their significant impact on knowledge across the Globe community, including expanding the knowledge of Globe protocols, data analysis, and Earth system science. These folks have really been involved in training and in supporting the learning across the community and making sure that that people have what they need in order to engage in Globe. So thank you to these Globe members for those contributions. In recognition of their impact on youth, these folks work closely with young people all over the world and have had significant impacts on youth, especially advancing Earth system science by engaging these young people with Globe in ways that deepen their commitment to and interest in Earth systems. Thank you all, and congratulations to these folks whose hard work has really made an impact on the youth in their communities. In recognition of technological advancement for expanding the use and knowledge of technology that supports the Globe community, including promoting creative or innovative uses of technology within their communities, we'd like to recognize these folks listed here on the slide. Thank you all. You've done a wonderful job in advancing our knowledge and awareness and use of technology. Environmental stewardship is for contributions to Globe activities that lead to impacts on local communities or on policies and programs that protect those communities. And so these folks have all made an impact in the local ecologies within communities around them. Thank you all for this contribution. There were a group of people who've really worked hard to expand connections and collaborations and partnerships all around the world. And so these folks all had significant roles in brokering new partnerships, productive collaborations between Globe members across countries, across regions, and across the Globe community. The collaborations have resulted in impacts within the communities and have increased opportunities to expand our science knowledge and pursuit of scientific endeavors. So congratulations to these folks. And finally, our final category is around lifetime achievement. So all of these folks have long-term engagement in the Globe community with significant contributions. They've demonstrated leadership that has impacted many members of this Globe community. Youth, educators, created partnerships, and other groups across Globe, across this community. So I just want to congratulate all of these members of our Globe community. Thank you all for your contributions. At this point, I would like to turn it over to Amy Chen for an additional recognition.
I just want to first say congratulations to everyone who were nominated and who were recognized. Again, you're the engine that make this program run. And now I want to take this opportunity to recognize a few really special people. And so I want to recognize Lisa Dallas, who has served as a Globe Data and Information System Task Monitor for the last 8 years. And she has made many, many important contributions. In this role, she collaborates with my office, the Globe Implementation Office, the U.S. Country Coordination Office, working groups, the Global Observer Team, and many other stakeholders to assess GIS requirements set priorities, and coordinate activities with the DIS team. She's also made sure that the Globe website and apps are aligned with NASA and federal policies and standards. And I can't tell you how much work that is. And I am so grateful to her every day. Lisa's made a decision to retire after 40 years of service in NASA. That's a huge, long-standing just contribution that, we from the NASA family, we really thank her for that. Besides Globe, she has worked on a wide range of software development activities in support of NASA Goddard Space Flight Center science and data processing systems. And this includes the Cosmic Background Explorer, Upper Atmospheric Research Satellite, International Solar Terrestrial Physics Program, the Goddard Mission Service Evolution Center, the Joint Polar Satellite Systems, and the Goddard Direct Readout Laboratory. It's a wide range of data systems that she has her hands on, and this is a long list of her contribution. So I'm really grateful to have worked alongside Lisa, not just because of her technical knowledge, which I certainly lack as a geophysicist. I don't have the depth of knowledge, data system softwares, and the systems that we all use. So I'm really grateful to her for that. But I think more importantly, what I'm really want to acknowledge her is that she, above everything else, she has the program's best interest in her heart. And this is reflected in how she approaches process improvements and how she plans ahead in everything that she does. So thank you, Lisa, for all the work that you have done, and happy retirement. And I'm so glad that you have more time to spend with your family, such as this little girl on the screen. I just adore that picture. I want to thank your daughter, Olivia, for providing that. And now I want to take the opportunity to recognize the rest of the DIS team for their dedication and hard work every day. So the trusted information and collaboration systems and tools that you and I rely on in Globe every day, such as the website, multiple of them, subdomains, and the Globe Observer app works because there's a very dedicated team behind it to protect them and make them run. So led by Lisa and managed by Dave Overoy and Cornell Lewis, the Globe DIS team continues to deliver innovation and new capabilities, such as the ones that Dave, Joel, and Cornell shared earlier today. And I especially appreciate the team's willingness to help provide insights to help me understand our participation patterns among numerous questions that I have on my desk every day, and they help me understand it all tirelessly. And they are also tireless in resolving issues and consider requests for new features. And many of you have seen Dave and Cornell join regional and annual meetings for over a decade, and they provide the support that we all count on and need, which I'm really grateful for. So it is abundantly clear to me that working on the Globe's technical infrastructure is more than just a job for those in the DIS team. And this is, I think a sentiment that's shared across with all the awardees, people that receive recognition and nomination. This is more than a job for many, many of us. And this is certainly reflected in all my interaction with this team. I can't thank them enough. Everyone listed here brings years of experience and expertise in system administration, database management, app development, user interface design, data visualization and retrieval, and more to innovate and keep our system intact despite millions of attacks to our system all the time. So I want to say a big thank you to the entire DIS team, and especially, again, to Lisa, to Dave, and Cornell for your leadership over the years. I just can't thank you enough on behalf of the program. Thank you. Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you so much, Lisa, Dave, Cornell, the entire DIS team. And just once again, congratulations to the whole Globe community. This is just really such a fantastic and inspirational community. Thank you so much, everybody.